Take me out to left field. Give me a shot of Fireball. Give me some high fives from Mark Pena and a hug from Jeff Cross as we stand on top of the tables. Hearing the horns, that's a blast. For it's 1, 2, 3 shots from the cannon with the ladies of left field.
Hey, y'all, it's game time with the ladies of left field. As usual, you got Jordan, Katie, and Casey here.
Hey, y'all.
And we would start with Hot Girl headlines, but literally, what is anybody else talking about this week? It's March Madness time. So, Katie, who is the most dialed in on this, luckily, why don't you take it away with some of our headlines before we just talk about Texas actually winning a basketball game?
Yeah, I know that was the big one. But yeah, March Madness is in full effect. This is like the first big, Thursday would be the first big day of March Madness. We had a couple of play-in games though, and they were teams that I actually care about, both of them. So Texas played NC State, and we won, y'all.
They tried to make us nervous. I mean, I was
tried to make us nervous. They did make us nervous.
Yeah.
I know. They tried. I got my thoughts lost. They would say they tried to lose this one and they made me nervous.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up winning by 1 point, y'all? Was that right? But it was a close game, really close game, especially towards the end. We just sometimes cannot hold it together, y'all. But so we won. And so we play Thursday night, which is tonight at 6:15, I believe. So we'll see how we do. The other play-in game was my SMU Mustangs, who did not look good last night. They got beat up pretty bad by Miami of Ohio, and that team just shot a bunch of threes, y'all. That was wild. They just could not. That's all they shot were threes. It was wild. It's a bunch of white boys, I guess, from Ohio, and they were just jacking up threes constantly. And SMU was without their best player. So, I mean, a bunch of us knew that was not likely a win for the Ponies, but still, it was, we watched it. And I think maybe Mark made some money on Miami of Ohio. So there you go. We'll take that. But yeah, so now we're really into the round of 64. We'll see what happens. People are saying this could be a really interesting bracket with a lot of mid-majors possibly having some upsets. Sadly, I didn't pick a lot of upsets in my own bracket. I did it all, and then I was like, oh my God, this is all favorites. So then I went back and chose some upsets. So we'll see how those do.
That's kind of what I did.
Same. That's what
yeah.
I'm always nervous that I've picked too many upsets at some point, and then it's don't get too crazy.
I think I'm the opposite. I think I pick all favorites, and then I'm like, no, I have to pick upsets because I feel like more and more it's like an upset.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah. So there's always a 12-5 upset. Folks are saying the game to watch is McNeese and Vanderbilt. That would be a 12-5 upset. There's also the 10-7 people are looking at, which would be Santa Clara versus Kentucky. Another really crazy 3-point shooting team. So we'll see about that. I picked South Florida. People are saying that's a possible Cinderella team. It always is
I didn't too. I think a lot of people have picked South Florida, actually. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. The other one people are saying could have a really deep run is Illinois. So let's see.
Okay.
It'll be fun to watch. Do you guys have any other big games y'all are excited about or teams?
I don't know if there's anything that I'm overly obviously us wanting to watch us, and I didn't pick us though.
No, me neither.
And I didn't go back and change it. I initially from the outset didn't pick us for whoever would have won the play-in game, even though that's BYU is out their best player now.
Yeah,
yeah, so, I did pick us actually, but just to win the one game on night, and then
I figured for me that well, that's a win-win either way then.
Yeah. Y'all are better than me. I did not.
Well, no, I didn't pick them. So in my mind, I'm like, if BYU wins, okay, then my bracket's still okay.
Right.
But if Texas wins, then yay, yay for Texas. Yeah. But I don't know, y'all may have mentioned this. Sorry, I had to step away real quick. But did y'all see when we, Tremont Mark makes the winning basket that we almost probably could have gotten a technical with the assistant coach running halfway under the court?
No, I did not see that, but that would have made me real angry.
Yes. If you watch the replay, because there's, the game is not over. There's
Right.
still time on the clock. And one of the assistant coaches on our bench, I mean, he runs halfway onto the court. And an official had been paying attention, that would have totally could have given us a technical. And then if you can go back and look more, and Sean Miller is in his face, like yelling at him. I mean, that could have been he could have gotten fired.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I definitely did not catch that. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
Right. I mean, I was like, get off the court. I didn't know. And then he did. And then the announcers never made a thing about it.
Well,
And then yesterday, Barn and I were talking, and he goes, "Oh no, it's a big thing. Like,
yeah.
go back, Google it, and see." And he goes, Sean Miller goes over to him, and you see Sean Miller's like hand in his face and all this, and yelling at him.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
So you guys, do you know who you have in your Final Four? Your
Yes.
bracket?
Yeah,
I
I have
have
right now.
Duke,
Yep.
Houston,
Yep.
Arizona,
Yep.
and I want to say is it Michigan? Are they the number one seed?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're close to the same case. I have only one different. I have Duke, Houston, Arizona, and Iowa State.
Okay, yeah, which is a lot.
That's so funny, y'all, because I same Duke, Houston, Zona, but I picked Virginia. I don't
Oh,
know. It's because I was just there, and so I was like actually watching the game. But
That's funny.
interesting.
yeah. Then we have like 3 of the same, and then we're one different on that Midwest, like lower.
But
bracket.
everyone has picked a different one there too. That's great.
Yeah, and Barn has Florida instead of
Instead of Houston. Yeah.
instead of Houston. Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Dang.
Well,
All right.
I don't know. I hope it's just, I'm like, I don't really care about my bracket. I want it to be, I'm like here for the upsets. I think it's fun. And like all the other beaters and just, interesting stuff. I don't know. What I've heard is the popular Final Four are Arizona. A lot of people have Michigan State, Illinois, and Iowa State.
Okay.
So we'll see. I do have Michigan State going. I have them losing to UConn. And then I have Houston beating Illinois. And I do have Iowa State in that Midwest region. So we'll see.
I did this in a hurry. I did this mostly on vibes, but I think I have Louisville beating Michigan State. So.
Oh, I did mine like in 2.2 seconds. Literally, I was like, I texted Brandon Faust and I was like, send me the link. And then I like just sat there on my phone even and was like, ding, 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 ding. Like, not a bit of research at all.
No, I didn't even look at. Sometimes I'll look at like the preview that gives the percentage predictor. No, this time I was straight up just like yes, nope, yes, nope, like just
same.
looking through. Did you do
I tried doing a little bit, but then it's like, then I'm like, well, I'm just reading the same. I mean, I don't know. Like these people don't know this.
right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why am I going off of Yahoo Sports?
Yeah.
Nobody actually knows.
Oh man.
I'll tell you what though, I did pick Texas for my women's bracket, which is
yes, I did too.
I still need to fill out mine. I haven't filled one out. I need to do that.
The women's, and women's is harder because, like we said, I don't know all those other the 10-9 matchups and stuff. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have all the 1 seeds making it except for LSU. I have a bad vibe that LSU's.
I think I did the same thing.
Yeah, so I got UConn, South Carolina, Texas, and LSU in the Final Four, with Texas playing South Carolina in the championship because that just sounds right.
Yeah.
Wait, so you have LSU making the Final Four or not?
Yeah, I know I do.
Oh,
it's Texas, LSU, South Carolina, UConn.
And people are saying it's supposed to be UConn, UCLA, Texas, South Carolina.
Okay.
So
right, because that's
UCLA is the 1 seed. Yeah, I'm like,
right. That's the four.
Okay, it's just I don't know. I just have a vibe.
A vibe. You have a Kim Mulkey vibe.
I have a Kim Mulkey vibe. Don't love that for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is the fun time to watch. If you can have multiple TVs set up or you're going to go somewhere to watch, now it gets super fun. So we also call this camp basketball, which we've been doing for many years. So you kind of sit and watch games for hours on end. So it feels like you're basically camping, but it was basketball.
And where are you going for camp?
Is anybody doing that anymore?
I have no idea, Case. I mean, I do think some people might be doing it. I mean, we're just probably going to have people over here to this house.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
So-
yeah. Why not if you got a nice
Yeah.
vacation for sure.
Exactly. So that's great. Anyways. All right, y'all. Well, should we move on to talk about our baseball team?
Yes.
You ready? Well, let's start with the good stuff. Let's start with the weekend because we did win the series against Ole Miss. Friday, we were winning the dang game 7-3. I was like, here we go. We're good. This is over. And then we gave up this dang grand slam. It was wild in the 9th inning. And that was our first game to lose of the season. So that was a tough way to lose. Literally.
Went on to 11. Like,
yeah.
Then, because
we tied it. We tied it in the bottom of the 9th, but
Yeah.
then we couldn't do anything in the 10th.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah. So we ended up, the game ended up 9-8 in 11 innings. But that grand slam drove me nuts. Literally, I think I was standing next to, or who was it? Keys, Tenny. He was like, man, this guy keeps on throwing like off speed. Like, and he was like, if he hangs one and like it's said like hangs one and then like boom, grand slam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
well, because he also like we walked the base. I mean, like the runners that were on base were from walks and split batters. So
it was
you're
like
no.
They were competitive at bats before. I mean, I guess competitive, I guess, in that they were taking walks. But like, oh yeah, as soon as he got up and they kept talking about what was that guy's name? I don't know. I can't remember his name. They're talking about. I just had a bad vibe too. Once they got up, they're like, he's so and so, like power hurt something. Anyway, again, just not a great vibe. But I was like, certainly they're not gonna do this, and then they did. And of course, I was in the hotel room, so I was like stress eating whatever snacks I could find in the whatever the market is at the Courtyard Marriott. Like, I think I had like a Kit Kat and a bag of like pickle chips, and I was so stressed.
It was cold and it was so late, and so I was like,
and it was like you're just because I'll admit I was a bad Texas fan, and the 11th I was like, either win or lose. I'm not sticking around here for another tie. And I'm like, this needs to be over. Like, no more. I didn't have the 26 game in mojo energy in me.
PJ was like literally sleeping, and she's like, "Please, can we go home, please?" Yeah. So I was like, "All right, Mark." I was like, "I'm taking her to the car." And like, we get to the car, and the game was over. Mark was like, "Look what you did." I was like, "Sorry, I'm face." I was like, It's either we got to win this thing now or lose because we're going home."
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Time to go. But then Saturday, y'all, we came back.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling y'all that it was fun to see Luke Harrison pitch so well. Like, he gave up. I just think this is also a good, I don't know, like, he gave up 2 runs, but they let him keep battling, and he was just pitching so well that I was just so happy that he, pitched beyond 4 or 5 innings. What did he pitch, you guys? Like 7?
7.
Yeah.
And he, okay.
And so that was his longest career outing as well.
Yeah. Longest career outing. And I was just proud that, like, I don't know, like the pitching staff, I feel like it was like, okay, well, he gave up those 2, but he's still pitching really well. So like, let's leave him in and see if we can prolong this. And then he just was like super dominant after that. So it was awesome.
And batters, stayed active and alive, and the same thing and that's the same thing that happened on Sunday. Because again, I didn't get to go Sunday, but it was so perfect. We're at this shower and at the golf course, and because it was on SEC Network, they were able to just put that right on the main TV that was like smack dab right where we were. I mean, so we, of course, and almost everybody, I mean, or at least 75% of Kristen and Jason's friends care about baseball. So we're all, able to have, and we weren't stressed. But I remember looking up though in the 5th inning, and Dylan Belantis gave up either, a couple of hits. And I was like, dang it, he is having trouble with this 5th inning stuff. But then they let him work through it.
Yep.
And then he had like his career high strikeouts. So I was like, okay, good.
Yeah.
But I think you can only do that. Obviously, they know it was when we're hitting well.
Right. That's the thing is, like, on Saturday, like our offense, you were saying, is we scored 9 unanswered runs.
Yeah.
So that also was like, all right, man, let Luke ride this, because we have plenty of like, we have plenty of offense, and we have plenty of like, what's the word of, just like
Insurance, like
insurance. Thank you, Jordan.
yeah,
That's what it was.
is it? Oh, because like I don't know if that's the exactly correct word, but like then that's what you mean.
Yeah. So that was good. And then I was talked to Tom Delagarza, who is Luke Harrison's dad, and he is a regular in left field, and we like that guy a lot, and Luke's been around now for like 5 or 6 years, whatever it's been. And so I talked to Tom on Sunday because I was like, man, I'm so proud of Luke. It was so good. And he said that they took him to dinner on Saturday night after the game. And he said that like Luke was so just jacked and pumped and had so much adrenaline and was so proud that he couldn't even eat because he was just like so happy. And then he also Cross called on Tom to do the speech on Sunday before the game, and Tom was just so kind. He was like said all of our names and like and just said how much he appreciates all the support, and it's just really he was so happy to see Luke pitch so well and all the support over the years. So that was cool. Yeah.
Very good. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, like you said, Case, we won again. We won the series. Yay. Dylan Volantis, always good.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, and coming into this, people have been talking about Ole Miss's pitching, and Friday night, their pitcher was really good. All their pitching was really good. Their pitchers did not lose, and again, kudos to them. They battled back. They didn't give up. And, they got that one win. But yeah, we got the series win.
Yeah.
A couple other teams swept, but that's all right. So we'll just now start to dive into, here it goes. I think if, you win 2 out of 3 each time, you're in decent shape. And occasionally you hopefully are going to get a sweep, to stay at the top of the rankings.
For sure. Rankings wise. So, Auburn, Kentucky, and Florida all swept this weekend. And then us, Georgia, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Vandy all went 2-1.
Yeah. And so we go to Auburn. So let's hope for another, sweep would be great, but 2 out of 3 would be fantastic. Just to kind of get that going. I mean, Auburn's up there, right?
They are, they're a top 10 level opponent. So yeah, I'm play Friday at 6, Saturday at 6, and Sunday at 2. So 2 night games also in Auburn.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they come out just with March Madness going on, how much of a crowd they have. But you got to assume they're going to have some just because it's a big series. So
they will, because Auburn's not in. Their basketball team didn't make it. So
now they're all on baseball. They're all in.
Yeah. I mean, if they normally have, I don't know if they normally have a big fan base or not. I don't know much about Auburn baseball.
And I know some folks are going. I think Cindy's going, and Dante.
Of course.
Yeah.
There were, I don't remember who from our group is Cross. I guess Cross is going, and maybe
Logan.
Yeah, I would assume
Ryan.
Yeah, maybe. But just real quick to go back to the weekend. Also, did you guys hear about Dante cutting his finger and having to go to the he was cutting?
No.
Yeah.
No.
On Sunday. Also, Dante was having a good old time on Saturday, y'all. I have never seen Dante like having that kind of fun.
Wow. Okay.
So he was, but then so Sunday he comes out and brings a big old brisket and has a lot of food, and he's over there cutting it up. Next thing I know, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Dante cut his hand so bad that it was like, I mean, he had blood on his shorts." And so he went inside actually to first aid inside the stadium. And they were like, they like kind of put a big old wrap around it. They were like, you actually need to go to urgent care. You need some stitches bad. And so, him and Cindy are like, let's go now. We can be back by first pitch. Let's go.
Oh, I love that. Love it.
And so I think, did Cindy call you, Case? Because she was like, I need to go work for his insurance. And Dante's like, Mom, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's fine. I can go anywhere. You don't need to call people. You just
She did not call me. She did call me. What's funny is I think I told you on Saturday. I think she butt dialed me on Friday night. Like me and Barb were driving home, and I answered the phone like it's and so I answered. I'm like, hello, and then all of a sudden she's talking off like, no, so and so has the cooler. Blah, blah, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hello. And I said like one more time, and I was like, okay, she's not meaning to talk to me. And I clicked it off, and then she didn't call back. So, I mean, I don't know. She probably never even knew that she did that.
Yeah. Well, he went to the urgent care, got some stitches, came back, and was hanging out again in left field. So it didn't take long, but
good. Wow. Okay.
But I mean, Casey Borbo was super hot over the weekend. That was nice to see. Carson Tinney was good on Sunday. And then, y'all, and like you said, Dylan Volantis, 11 strikeouts. That was amazing. And then on Tuesday, it was like the most annoying game ever.
We don't need to. I mean, yes, we do. I guess
We don't talk about it much because there's not much to talk about.
Well, there's not much to say on our end. I mean, we had 2 hits, which is really pitiful, and they had 8 hits, and and they scored what 8 runs, and we scored 1 because 1 hit was a home.
And we pitched Kozar over the weekend, and he was our Tuesday guy. And so, and he's good, and so I get that. But then we had I feel like we had no pitching on Tuesday. I mean, and I was kind of bummed. Cade Bing came in and we were like, yeah. Even and we were sat we sat behind home plate. PJ wanted to sit there. And so Eric Borba came down to watch Cade pitch, and we were all excited because it's the first time he's pitched this season. And then he didn't pitch that well.
Didn't well. And then whoever came in after him, I think, was it Cal Higgins?
Yeah.
Whoever came in after Cade Bing, and he was only in there 2 batters. And when Schloss came out, he was mad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you could see he was so mad.
It was like steam was coming out of his, and just from the back. They didn't even show his face, but you could just see him his head kind of jerking around, and then his hand went out, and it was like, yes.
Well, because we were walking so many guys, and then we were hitting batters. It was just horrible. It was we could not throw a strike to save our life. Then Max Grubbs came in, and Max threw strikes, but he also is going to play this weekend. So I was he can't play there long,
Yeah.
So it was that was.
Max Grubbs had to come in with the bases loaded and a batter with the count already at 3 balls.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's not very fair.
No.
Why?
I think you're right, because I think that Schloss was so mad. He was I don't care. Max,
get him out there.
I'm like, my gosh, let's
get out of this inning. I think he gave up 1 run, but but he got out of the inning after that. No,
yeah.
So just to say, Tuesday was annoying. I was sitting behind home plate, and I was so annoyed. I was kept on being. Casey saw me on TV, throw my head back, every.
We're landing. Yeah, we didn't. I was annoyed too with the strikeouts, but it was when somebody would strike out, and then all of a sudden Katie's head would just go huh. It's you can hear oh my God,
I know.
Oh man,
we were getting.
I'm just looking at the box score now. That was not.
No, it was awful.
Not good at all. 12 strikeouts. Texas struck out 12 times.
Right. Yeah.
2 hits.
We could not hit the ball.
We didn't. In the first inning, after the first inning or the start of the second inning, at some point, Farm was like, man, our guy, we don't even look, we want to be out there. Our players just looked kind of and I have a feeling then by the time they realized, oh, crap, these guys came to play. They want to beat us. And now they are going to beat us because we dilly-dallied around too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were completely dialed in. I mean,
oh my God.
Once it started happening. So the guy that got, I know he got hit twice. And he may have gotten hit 3 times, or he got walked another time. That Rainer Heinrich I think those are the people that his dad and sister may have been the people that X took a picture of and posted it on X before the game, because they were in Tarleton State clothes, but they were doing horns up. And I was
Riley played for Texas volleyball.
Exactly. And her dad played, and Steve played baseball.
Okay. I didn't know about her dad, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I was going, I feel like I know that guy. And then, but it was too hard to in that picture to really know who that was. And so I wasn't going to who is this? I was like, it's not that big a deal. And then when the game started and then they were doing the lineups, and I'm like, Heinrich. And then they went on right when he got up. They were and he's got Texas ties. His dad played here, and his sister was on national champion volleyball. And so then I'm like, that had to have been who they were.
Yeah, And they were they were all sitting right behind home plate too, and they just had a mix of clothes on. They had some Tarleton State shirt and then a Longhorn hat, or hat. All the little ones. They had a bunch of their little siblings or cousins or whatever. They were all there, and all the littles were in Texas stuff, Longhorn stuff. But a lot of the adults that were there with them they were half and half.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyways, but okay. So hopefully we beat Auburn great over the weekend. My thing is we just need to win these series, man, especially the away ones when we're on the road. We just got to win the series. So
yeah, I agree.
It'll be fun.
Agree.
Yeah. And then And
I was just gonna say, the women's game is when on Friday?
Friday. One
Friday at
6 or 7, I thought. I could be wrong there.
figure this out. Okay.
Or 5?
4. Well, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. my time.
Oh, 3 p.m. Okay.
early. Okay.
I mean, I assume that is probably not a appointment watching since it's a 116 play-in. So maybe.
Yeah, but it is on ESPN. I heard that this morning.
Oh yeah. No, I think all of the games are on some form of ESPN or one of the some of the conference networks, and then like I'm sure I guess some probably have to stream. But yeah, so 3 p.m. Central on ESPN to watch the women. I was kind of hoping that SFA would win just because my parents went to SFA, so that would have been fun. Texas. Although I did text them when the bracket came out, and I was like, y'all, it's not looking good for the Lady Jacks, even if they win the play-in game. But all right, and men are Thursday night at I guess 6:25.
Yeah.
For now, until it inevitably gets pushed because games are going on. I have a book club tonight too, so I'm luckily the owners of the wine bar where book club is are also sports fans, so they will put the game on for me. But
yeah.
Oh, good.
So that'll be fun.
Okay. Well, I guess we will all and then we play at home, not this weekend, but the following weekend. We play.
Yes, we play Oklahoma next weekend.
Okay. We play. Oh,
If that's what you're talking about. Baseball. Yeah.
And you're coming, Jordan?
You all there? Yes, I'm coming for the weekend series.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
Okay.
that'll be a good one. Yeah.
That'll be super fun. Okay, well, great. Well, then in like 2 weekends, y'all will really all see y'all in left field.
In left field.
Yay.
Yes.
See you in the field.